Hi, my name is Justin, and I have something on my mind, so I'm gonna shout it to the world because I think this is a message that we tend to, that's very important, but we tend to like overthink or whatever, especially in today's day and age. We fuck up. We're human. We all have these issues and we all have problems and we all want to be loved and we all want to be held and we get too wrapped up in ourselves and we forget like wait a minute like um what about other people's feelings, and the one thing that we do the most is criticize and judge people, and once again we're human. Like, it's only natural for us to look at someone and go, look at that shirt, look the way that he's walking, look at that, look at this, ha ha, point point point, criticize 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 criticize. But I have a little story because last night I did something silly, and I'm gonna say silly because I don't like to use the word stupid. I think that's more of a word that should be used in the right terms, and call me silly, but that's just how I'm gonna do it. Um, I did something really silly, and I was last night. I kind of wanted to go out. I had a rough day at work. I just kind of wanted to drink, and I knew that I was gonna drink, and I asked my roommate if I can borrow her car to go to a friend's house because it was cold and it was just down the road, and I haven't drank that much yet. Like, I maybe had a drink, and she's like, yeah, and she was really tired, so she didn't remember really, I guess, me asking her. So I was like, okay. So we ended up going there, and they're like, let's go out, and we were celebrating one of their friends' birthdays, and I didn't know. I just kind of showed up, and I was like, oh yeah, and this guy was buying me shots that was from the party at the bar, and this happened, and it was just so crazy. Like, I ended up being very belligerent. I ended up getting sick. I ended up staying in a van, my friend's van, for 4 hours. I knew that I couldn't drive. I wasn't gonna drive. My roommate's car was still at the bar. I did something so silly, and I didn't think it through. Like, I was like, what? Now I'm like, what was I thinking? I had such a hangover, so it's kind of like my karma. I didn't realize, like, duh, like, that was so, why did you do that? But, I'm not going to be too hard on myself because shit happens. We do things and we wonder why, what the hell was I thinking? And the thing that matters is that, you know, you learn from it. We all mess up. We all fall down. No matter how many times, okay, it doesn't matter. We're going to fall down, and we might fall down, and we're going to fall down again and again and again, over and over. That doesn't matter. All that matters is that you get yourself back up and you look at yourself in a new and brighter light each time. You know, that's life. It happens. And we're so wanting and willing to criticize other people, but really we're our own worst critics. And if you give yourself a little bit more respect, if you give yourself a little bit more, like, yeah, you messed up, but it's okay, like, you can get through this, and you stop criticizing yourself and you start respecting yourself and thinking about, you know, how you want to be treated, then it'd be easier to respect other people and how they want to be treated, and it'll be easy to think about other people's feelings because you can think about your own. It's just all about growing up, and it's about maturing, and it's about actually not being so self-absorbed with, well, what happens if I fucked up, oh my god, boo hoo, shit happens. So just keep that in mind. When you see somebody doing something silly, tell them shit happens. If you do something silly, shit happens. It is gonna happen whether you want it to or not. So I hope this video kind of helped you out a little bit. If not, it didn't. Shit happens.